Exactly. Everything. So if I mention about hand position, I really mean it. If we're talking about the marching fingers, I really mean it because that I know that this will help you to grow as a musician. And when you don't do that, I know it's not going to be successful. Okay. So we're still going to be finishing this one, but you will need to take it more seriously because we use this technique a lot. So, and basically, ideally, what we would love to do for you to build very strong technique here so you can apply it in your pieces. We cannot do that just poorly this one and maybe in the pieces hoping that it's going to be successful. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so let's try it again and see if you can play this at least with no mistakes. Okay. What are the notes here? I guess we're not finishing. Do you know what he played here? No. Go ahead, start playing. Yes. It's actually 3-1. And if you, yeah, so this is 3-1, like everywhere else. Again from here. And marching fingers is not this, right? Marching fingers is activating this muscles, not our wrist. Wrist doesn't do anything for us. Okay. Play with looking to make sure that also your fingering is correct because you now start doing stuff that you were not doing at first. Can you match this not with this note but with this one, the way it's written? That's not lifting fingers. This is not marching. This is a shaking wrist. So we're not finishing this one. So this guy, and especially this whole measure, okay? And this one, okay?
So this,
Yep.
this.
Well, I mean, you just need to play it correctly. You know, not to create some new mistakes, fixing the old ones. Pay attention. Do you practice with looking at all? No. Okay. So, and then marching for the rest of them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Considering you had 2 weeks, it would be. I think it's doable to do everything that is marked there, right? So this is number 29. I'm not writing down anything specific. It's marked there. Okay. All right, let's go to 30th. It's also by memory. Let's see if you can play that one with no mistakes. It says fingering, so that's what you were supposed to do. Okay. Okay. We're looking. I don't think so. Can you clap the rhythm of this attitude? Go ahead, clap the rhythm of the right hand. I don't understand that. So count off loud and clap with clapping.
Okay.
We don't have anything like that. Exactly the rhythm of the. not play. Okay.
It's not 16.
Yeah, so we can count 1 E under, 2 E under. Just need to know when we have the first chord and when we have the following chord. Go ahead. And the 2 E and the 1 E and the 2 E and the. Okay, now play. E and the 2 E and. Do you know how you played it?
No.
Well, play the way you played it.
Oh.
Play the way you played it. Yeah. So you were turning this into 2/8 notes. And the rhythm here is identical to this one. You play it. See that? 1 E and the 2 E and the 1 E and the 2. So you're playing a 1 E and the 2 E and the 1 E and the 2 E. Do you see what you were doing differently? So you were turning this into 2/8 notes. Instead of just the same thing as this one. Right. And this is what we have throughout the whole thing. So I wonder, I just talked to you, but you probably were doing that everywhere. How did it happen? I mean, if you look into music and you see this is absolutely the same as this one, how do you manage to make this kind of mistakes? It's so unusual, I would put that one. Okay, so, okay, pay attention. Before, because it's marked and you did not fix this. Yeah, you played totally different chords. Start from section 3. Is it difficult to play like this with this rhythm?
Not really.
It doesn't make it any harder than what you were doing, right? But it's your job to, of course, to make sure that you play also everything correctly, and then you need to fix this still.
Okay.
So.
Can you put that one in a different color so I can differentiate?
Or you want me to use this ticket thing?
You can use that thing.
It's green.
It's okay.
Okay.
So I can differentiate which one is
That's gonna be right. Okay, so and then rhythm is actually it's the same. It's repetitive everywhere. Bum, bum, bum. So that's why start by sometimes maybe like clapping the rhythm or count out loud. So then avoiding making this kind of mistakes. Okay. I think it's very doable. I think you can make it correct from the first try. Okay. And we'll be finishing this. I mean, there's rest in between, but I just wrote this one. Okay, next one is 31. This one is wood looking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so different type of technique. Here we have arpeggios. Okay. Shoulders stay down. Oh, I heard now. No? notes, right? He played something else. He played DGA. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about arpeggios itself. So how do we play this?
Cartwheels.
Mm-hmm. And do you have your right hand memorized?
This thing, all of them.
You can try just the right hand by itself because I need you to make a couple of adjustments. Yeah, it's much better than when you were playing both hands together. So the idea is not to keep our hand in open position because this is not relaxed position. So whenever we have chance, we always bring our fingers close together. It's the family, right? So, and by the way, I don't think that here we don't even need to keep our hand open because when we have, let's say, some big chords, then we are just forced to stretch our fingers, right? But the moment we have chance, we bring them back. So it's like, let's say this is family. Everyone went their own ways, like let's say work, school, right? But then they're coming back home for dinner, so families together. Again, dinner time, family time. So basically, and then by the time we play fast, the family already, our muscles already remember that when we have chance, we always bring them closer together. See that? So of course we don't do it this way, but it's just naturally kind of comes back, right? So that's when we have chords. Okay. In this case, we don't have to prepare our entire hand like this. So basically, we are just families here. The families doing cartwheels, the whole family. See that? So there's no need to do this. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. Good. Where do I play this note? What is this note?
1 E N.
Where on the piano do we play this note? So can you go back to this one? You ended here, right? Which finger do we use? So yeah, you need to play both the note correct and the fingering, right? And then also we had 1 E and 2 E and now can you get to this part?
Yeah.
1 E and 2. So you made triple mistake. You played incorrect note, incorrect fingering, and incorrect counting. So 3 mistakes in one measure. Okay, next G major. Family, there's no need to prepare. Yes. Shoulders down. Good. Keep the family together. March, 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 march. What did I say 4? No, it says specifically 3. Do we need our hand in stretched position?
No.
No, especially pinky needs help. So family. Watch now that is done. I like that many chords. Have rest here. You know, you played this chord incorrectly. Fix this. That's not well learned. I can tell that. Right? But it needs to memorize my next 2 weeks. Enough time to learn this well. Is it really that difficult?
No. But I feel like
Hmm? What is it?
no, I feel like there's nothing. I don't know. I probably just didn't learn it really well.
Why do you think that is? Because you're spending time with the piano, right? So why do you think you're not learning it that well? Why do you think that you're making mistakes? So what's your strategy? How do you practice?
Section. So on the first week,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a bit less,
Mm-hmm.
I only worked separate hands.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I started adding it together.
Okay. And then what was the process of adding the hands, putting both hands together? Do you have a strategy?
Just sort of did it.
So you just kind of open the book and start playing both hands together?
Not exactly, but I played the first section maybe. I didn't do any more than that.
Okay.
And then it was okay at first.
Okay.
And then it started getting wonky. And I'm super tired right now. I don't know why. I was sitting relaxed at the start of the piece.
Okay, no, I'm not asking about any of that. I'm just asking what is your strategy? So my question is, do you play each section until you're 100% sure that there are no mistakes?
Probably not 100.
Okay, maybe that's why. Okay. And then you can't just rely on your feel oh, it feels right. You actually have to be checking. Because even if you feel that maybe it's okay, but look at this, this measure. You forgot about counting. And of course, sometimes you might not even realize you're making mistakes. But still, I think that if you're going to be really digging in and checking and triple checking, quadruple checking, you will be able to tell, oops. For example, this chord, it was very obvious that you didn't play correctly because it doesn't even look the same way as this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or here, you were adding some notes. Maybe it's a one-time thing, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This was just totally wrong notes, okay? These were totally wrong notes. So especially if you're saying that you were learning left hand alone, so I don't know how you missed those things.
It was fine at first, and then things just get kind of wonky once they start.
That means you're not really taking care of them, not to the degree, because this is not extremely difficult. From my point of view. Okay, fix mistakes. And look at this. We spent so much time on exercises that we also have one more, right? And then that's not right because we should be just briefly going through this I have to give you kind of maybe some suggestions, and we move on, and we play. We have to be able to cover everything in one lesson. But because we always end up checking the notes, and then I need to make sure that I mark everything down, we spend so much time on these things. Each of these exercises should not take 2 or 3 minutes from the lesson time. Yeah, definitely not 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so let me see 32 because you'll be memorizing them. Okay. Okay, right away you make a mistake. Right away. So can you figure out? Let's see if you can tell me what kind of mistake that. So really closely look. Start playing again and see if you can figure it out. There's a mistake. I don't really want to point it out because then otherwise, again, I will be the one who found that mistake. So I would like you to really analyze if you're doing everything.
I'm not holding on.
Here we go. See that? So that's what you need to do when you're practicing. You have to really ask yourself if you're doing everything correctly. Let's take some lessons. And for E and for E and watching fingers. 3 E and 4 E and 4 So which hand should be played louder here on this part?
Right hand.
So because you play them exactly the same, left hand. Okay. All right. The memories one. We need to move on. So we're not playing pieces today. Yeah. Maybe next time. Okay. See, I'm not sure. What can I do to convince you to really kind of checking everything? Okay.
How do you turn off the... Do I press this?